Is Will the Shadow Beast? With Stranger Things 2 on the horizon, many people are speculating all sorts of things, but one of the biggest questions is what happened to Will Byers? Well, I'm here today because I think I know what's happened to Will, and I want to hear what you guys think. Before we go any further, this is a spoiler warning for Season 1 of Stranger Things. You have been warned. Don't go any further if you haven't watched it. At the end of Season 1 of Stranger Things, we see Will rescued, but all is not well. In the final scene of the season, we see Will go into the bathroom and begin to cough and puke up a slug before he flashes back into the Upside Down. In the Season 2 trailer, we see that Will is still clearly troubled by his time in the Upside Down and that things are only getting worse for him, and he's being haunted by visions of what has so far been dubbed the Shadow Beast. Well, what if Will is the Shadow Beast, or is the body through which the Shadow Beast will birth forth? Now stick with me here, as I think there's some pretty solid evidence in both the show itself, the trailers, and some of the films that the Duffer Brothers were influenced by to support this claim. Towards the end of Season 1, when Joyce and Hop find Will in the Upside Down, he's still alive, but barely. He's locked into some weird cocoon with this thing that looks like some kind of umbilical cord feeding tube. So if the Demogorgon wasn't killing Will, what was he doing with him? Well, perhaps he's beginning the incubation of what will be the Shadow Beast. If we look at the Season 2 trailer, Will is still very much connected to the Upside Down. In the opening scene, we see him flash back there, where he sees a vision of the Shadow Beast as it turns to face him. Later on, he claims to have seen something and that he could feel it everywhere. What if this is not just a feeling, but a vision of the fate that awaits him? At about 2 minutes into the trailer, we see Will in his room in a trance-like state, drawing a massive picture of the Shadow Beast that takes up the entire room. He also claims that it doesn't want him, but everyone else. After all, why would it want to harm its container, its vessel? Will seems to be the main avatar through which the Shadow Beast's arrival is being foretold. The other thing that makes me think Will is the Shadow Beast, or is at least the vessel through which it'll come through, are the films that the Duffer Brothers drew influence from. Yes, movies like Goonies, E.T., and the John Hughes catalog all leave their mark on the series, but we can't forget the darker fare, primarily stuff like John Carpenter's Thing and Ridley Scott's Alien. And what do those two things have in common? Body horror. Both The Thing and Alien involve a creature of some sort taking agency away from those that it's hunting. The Thing absorbs and imitates those that it hunts, while the xenomorphs incubate their young inside the chest cavity of their victims till it's time for them to burst forth. Stranger Things proudly wears its influences on its sleeve, while also doing its own original take on them. The hints we've gotten in the show, plus looking at the horror influence we know the Duffer Brothers are influenced by, leads me to think that Will is deeply connected to the Shadow Beast and may even be incubating it in some way. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like, sub, and hit that little bell button so you know when we make more videos. Till next time.